Hey, my Love Island USA lovers. Yes, we are back with another episode, and we're coming up on the final recoupling, which happens in this episode. However, we have a continuing of the heart race challenge. We also have some couples scrambling, trying to figure out who to couple up with. And as I mentioned before, why? Because this is the final recoupling. Welcome back to Romance Review TV. It's Lady T. I got another recap for you guys. Love Island USA Season 5, Episode 32. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and talk about this episode. So I gotta agree with Matia here. Nobody is going to know what's going to happen tonight. I mean, it looked like it's going to be a free-for-all, and he is absolutely correct. However, it did start off with the whole heart race challenge, as we had a few of our girls, such as Taylor and Destiny, and we also even had our other girls finishing up for the women. And I'm telling you, the women came and brought that heat. We even had Cassie doing whatever she wants to do with her tongue. Imani making sure that everybody see what she is bringing. And then, of course, Johnny putting out some fires, or should we say, actually heating things up. Then we got our men, and of course the men were dapper and handsome and muscular and abs as ever. And of course we saw them bringing it on to get those heart rates up for the ladies. And I mean, they brought it. They really did. I have seen some other heart race challenges, maybe a little bit better, but hey, this wasn't short stopping. Of course, Bergie had to bring in the American flag. We also had Zay actually making sure he was going to take care of somebody. And then, of course, Matia being the little devil or demon that he's trying to be. Which now brings us to a conversation between Carmen and Kenzo, as Kenzo is not happy about Carmen's behavior in that challenge.
I think you went too far.
It's a game.
I know it's a game.
That was the point of the game. We set boundaries that we weren't going to kiss in challenges, and guess what? I didn't. But the whole point was to raise heart. We're not in here. Obviously I'm not going to act like that in the real world, but we're here to do these fun challenges, and it's lighthearted.
I know. But I feel like when you're boyfriend and girlfriend, there's certain boundaries.
We just don't get to participate. We're here.
We are. I'm not saying that you should have done what I did. I knew I was gonna do that no matter what, because that's the type I am. That's how I was raised. Once I have a girlfriend, I only want her attention.
I would have been more than happy if you went up to all the other girls. It's fun and games.
Okay, but that's not me.
Then don't hold your standards
wait,
to me.
Let me speak, please. You should have seen how Hannah went before. She, went about it so respectfully with everyone.
I was so excited to come out there, and the way you reacted doesn't make me feel sexy. It doesn't make me feel confident. It made me feel like I'm in there crying after I go because you're missing me over a game.
Don't cry.
No, I'm actually really upset.
You're mad.
Why don't you?
Because I'm telling you, the way Hannah is,
Then go date Hannah.
Oh my God, stop.
No,
I want to talk.
No, I honestly don't want to talk to you now because I'm getting heated.
Okay,
I don't want to argue with you.
Can we just talk, please? Okay.
No.
Uh-oh, is there trouble in paradise with these two? Now, I gotta say, I'm all about morals and values, Kenzo. However, you guys made a pact that only during challenges that you can do something a little bit different. Now, she's saying that, listen, I didn't break the pact. I didn't do anything outside of a challenge. I mean, she had plenty of opportunity to do some stuff over at Casa Amor, which she had a couple of conversations, but she remained respectful. However, in this situation, I gotta say, you know what? She might be a little bit right, because if it's like this in the villa, what's gonna happen when you're out in the real world? So I get where he's coming from, but I also understand where Carmen is coming from too. So now we have these two little ex-love birds, Leo and Cassie. Now, Leo has been trying his best since Casa Amor to dig himself out of that hole because he slept with Johnny. However, it looks like Johnny and Cassie might have a little bit of something going on. And as we see in this interaction with Leo and Cassie, she's kind of hands off as much as he's trying to pursue her.
Well, that's tragic.
You're bad. You're being bad.
Really? After all that you did today? Terrible.
All I can say, Leo, my guy, is don't get too excited as of yet. You might got a kiss out of that, but the only thing is that she is actually conflicted right now, which we kind of touched on yesterday, but there's also Johnny as the other option. Then speaking of Johnny, we have Matia also trying to pursue something with her. Now, we also know, as I mentioned before, Johnny is also considering Cassie as well. However, Matia is like, well, Cassie, since she's trying to figure that out, I'm going to now speak with Johnny.
Yeah, I mean, I feel good. I feel like right now, my only interest is you, to be honest. I don't really see myself, like, wanting to get to know other girls in here. Like, I'm not here to play a game. I'm just gonna go for the girl I'm actually interested in. That's you. So yeah, I mean, I know you have options, but I do like you. I think you're beautiful, and I would like to get to know you more if that's something you wanted.
Yeah.
But
I think the thing that makes me like you, the fact that you are cool, like calm and collected, like approach that you have with a lot of things. Like you just kind of like, you're not very dramatic. You're not very like.
I am like the most non-dramatic guy ever.
I don't know about this scenario. I honestly think Matia is just trying to find someone to couple up with because I really don't see the connection there. I mean, Johnny has been encircled in that whole thing with Leo for a while when she came over for Casa Amor, and now she's considering Cassie as well. And for Matia to pretty much kind of put his bid in, I don't know if that's going to work. Now, she like his calm, relaxed, reserved demeanor, but is that enough for her to choose him? So now we get to talk about Imani and Zay. Now, as we know, with Zay, he came over with Destiny and Casa Amor. However, we know that imploded fast. So now they're considering one another, and I honestly see this as one of those other couples who's scrambling, trying to choose someone to get coupled up with, as we are now at the final recoupling. So the question is, do these two have anything in common?
I like to go boating, I like fishing, I like camping, I like swimming.
Me too. Not the
Not
swimming.
swimming?
Not swimming.
Can you swim?
I can swim.
Yeah, you just don't like it? Just sucks you
It
out.
depends on what we're doing. I'm scared of the ocean. Yes, hiking. Yes to everything you said. Okay, I will go in the ocean. I'm not that scared, but now if you want to go diving with sharks, Zay.
You wouldn't?
No, I'll support you from the top.
Well, I'm glad we got to see. We got.
I have a lot in common.
We do have a lot in common.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's
Honestly, I mean, besides the fact that she doesn't like swimming in the ocean and everything, other than that, I could see maybe, just maybe. But I honestly think it might be a little bit too late, depending on how much time they have left to build upon such a connection, unless they just come together and figure it out on the outside. But me, myself, I really don't see a connection here. It just seemed like two people who just got fun stuff in common. So we'll see if anything can grow from this. Once again, we're talking about Johnny, as remember, we have Scott from the UK version also in the villa, and now he's also putting his bid in for Johnny as well. You're talking about a girl with options.
If I recouple with someone tonight, I want to give them my 100.
Yeah.
But I don't want to recouple with somebody and them not be 100% like sure that they want me.
If You want me
Yep,
anyway.
another couple that I honestly think are just trying to throw some things together before this recoupling as Scott put his bid in. I think he came on a little bit too late. I think maybe he should have had been admitted to the show a little bit earlier in the season, because now he's scrambling trying to figure things out. He had a date with Cassie. He had a date with Imani, and it looked like those two did not pan out with Scott. So now he has an interest in Johnny, but Johnny already have several options at this point. So we got to see where this leaves Scott. Which finally now brings us to these three, Cassie, Johnny, and Leonardo. And of course, we see first where Cassie had to break the news to Leo that she's interested in Johnny. And then, of course, Johnny and Cassie had a conversation about who's going to be in charge in this relationship.
Do you feel like you have to be like the boss and stuff? Because I'm always the boss in the relationship. It's the first girl I am pursuing romantically.
I like being the one.
I'm figuring out what I want.
So you know, me and like we are like pursuing each other. Like, how do you feel about that?
It's the hardest decision I think I've ever made between Leo and Johnny. I can see myself with each person.
Decisions. And I mean, honestly, I think the only person that really is in a conundrum here is Cassie, because she has the option of Leo and Johnny. However, Johnny has several options. She's been having a conversation with Matia. She also had a conversation with Scott. Then, of course, there is Cassie also as an option as well. So I don't know if those two are going to end up as we move into the whole recoupling ceremony. Now, as we see Carmen and Kenzo stay together, we also have Taylor and Bergie, and they definitely don't look too happy right now. Then we have Kyle and Destiny deciding to couple up. We also see Imani and Zay are now a new couple as well. And it goes without question when it comes to Marco and Hannah, which leaves these three plus Scott. So the question is, who is going to get to Johnny first? Is it going to be Cassie or is it going to be Scott? So we have to stay tuned for the next episode. Okay, so let's get the conversation started down in the comment section. What did you think about our heart race challenge that finished up in this episode? What did you think about the sexy guys? What about Carmen and Kenzo's conversation? Looked like they worked through it as they recoupled. And then who is going to get Johnny? Johnny has several options, and so we're going to see who ends up with her, whether it's Scott or if it's Cassie. Let me know your thoughts. So I hope you enjoyed this recap. Stay tuned for other recaps and updates on this channel. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you next time. Bye.